Hi everyone, welcome to Bake Your Way Kitchen. On today's video I'm going to show you a fast, quick dessert. The only long period of time you wait is for this to chill in the fridge, but literally it takes like 5 or 10 minutes to put together. It's super easy to make, and it's a little bit lighter than a regular chocolate pâte de crème, which has eggs and sometimes it's usually eggs and a lot of heavy cream. There's no eggs, there's no heavy cream in this, and you can use the chocolate you want. Now, obviously, like all chocolate, like rich chocolate recipes, use a good quality chocolate. And so what I've got here is 6 ounces of bittersweet chocolate. So mine is 75% cocoa, so it's a bit of a stronger chocolate, but you could use one that's like a milk chocolate even. It'll be obviously sweeter, and that would work as well. And what you're going to need to do is put this in a microwave with about a teaspoon of butter or shortening, and that gives it a bit of a shine and really helps it melt better. And to that I'm going to add a pinch of salt and some espresso powder. You could also add some cocoa powder if you want. That's really up to you. But really, and I'm also going to put in a touch of vanilla, so I'm just going to grab this over here. I forgot to add vanilla. What would I do without vanilla? Just a little bit there. And of course, I've got 2 cans here. These are 160 milliliter cans of coconut milk. If you have, I know they have the large 14 ounce cans that are 398 milliliters. You could use that too. And you could add a little bit more chocolate or just leave it as is. But I've got the little mini cans that are 160 milliliters. That's, yeah. So you're going to want about 2 cans of the small coconut milk, or just one of the large ones, depending on what you have. Right. Pour both in. And even if you're not crazy about coconut, I find this dessert even is enjoyed by people that are not the biggest coconut fans, because the coconut is very subtle in this, but it gives you that texture that we want in a chocolate pâte de crème. So now we're going to mix this together. It'll just take a second. You can see it's kind of grainy right now, but as you'll see in just a second, it'll start to come together. So just don't forget to scrape down your sides if they've gotten a little bit affected. And if you still have lumps of chocolate, you can put this mixture in the microwave to heat up again, which is probably what I'll do, because sometimes what happens is, and I probably should have heated up the coconut milk a bit, so maybe pour it in lukewarm, is that the chocolate, it can seize up a little bit when it's still hot. So either wait till your chocolate has cooled down, or warm up your coconut milk. So this is what my mixture looks like. I'm going to put it in because there are a few lumps, so I'm going to put it in the microwave for about 1 minute and I'll be back. Put that in for about 10-15 seconds and it's smoothed out completely. That's absolutely great. Now serving. You can serve these, I would say, anywhere between 4 to 6 servings. You could do 4 very large. I tend to do about 5 for this recipe. You could do more, you could do less, and I put them in these little ramekins. If you're doing a large one, you could put one in a large one, or even a wine glass. These are just going in the fridge, they're not going in the freezer, so you could put it in a wine glass, but literally, that's all it. You could add a little bit of cocoa powder to this. It's really up to you. So then what you do is just take your mixture and just divide it evenly, as you see here. So you can just start maybe going, depending on how big your bowl is, just put in a little bit and then just even it out after they've all gotten their, a serving of your rich chocolate mixture. I've now evenly distributed the chocolate mixture to the 5-gram cans that I've got here. I decided to do 5. And what also I did, and this is completely optional, I took about 15 grams of half an ounce of chocolate and just melted it on its own and poured it on the top, and as you can see, it kind of develops this distinguished brown color, a darker texture, darker color. And what you can do, we're gonna need to put this in the fridge for at least 5 hours to set until it's thoroughly chilled before we serve it. But about 1 or 2 hours in, if you want, you could garnish the top where if you want to add in that dark chocolate on the top, add some sprinkles of nuts or something, and it just, it really displays nicely. As an alternative, before you start pouring your chocolate mixture in, you could brush the tops of your ramekins with butter and dust cocoa powder around the edges to make it look a little more fancy, but it's a very casual dessert, so serving it on its own like this is good. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the fridge, and I will show you what it looks like once it's done.